Our story begins at a chemical company planning a plant expansion. But there's a big issue. The Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) report has been manipulated to gain fast approval. Some are willing to give and take bribes, while others choose to be whistleblowers despite risks to their careers and safety.
You know that if the EIA report is honest, how come that we get stuck? You want it to get through, right?
I understand. We will take this seriously. And I suggest that we have an open and of company representative. Okay. So
Relax. I will reward your cooperation.
Are you sure?
Yes, why not?
Oh, thank you.
Think of it as a loyalty reward.
I cannot hold anymore. The AIE report, we know the actual emission data is way higher, but in this report, it is listed as safe levels. This is wrong.
Okay, I'll adjust the wording a bit. We'll think, but promise me if something goes wrong, I will take this check.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Had you have breakfast first?
Not yet.
Haven't yet.
Okay. Let me straight to the point. So actually, I cannot take this anymore. We know that the actual emission data is much higher, but in the report, it only shows safe only.
I know, Rajan. I too was asked to change the model parameters, supposedly to avoid panic, but in the end, we falsified the data.
Wait, I open it. This report is wrong. The chart shows only half the real chemical discharge. It also hides the risk of air and water pollution. If this plant is allowed to operate without facing this problem, it can harm people with life and environment. This breaks the Environmental Quality Act 1974, which is a Malaysian law that protects the environment by controlling pollution of air and water and waste. For example, if a factory dump untreated chemical into a river and hides the real data, it is a serious offence under this act and can lead to the heavy fines and legal action. You understand?
And what's your proposal, Rajendran. Halt the project entirely? Do you understand the scale of impact that could cause? Hundreds of jobs are tied to this. If we export to this now, contracts will be withdrawn. This company might sue or terminate everyone involved.
I agree. I'm just an external consultant, but I was pressured too. I had to follow the client's instructions. If not, I would lose my jobs and my reputation. According to BEM and NSPE Code of Ethics, we absolutely cannot alter the data. But when there's pressure from the top, it's hard to resist.
This project goes forward, we know the risks are harsh. The neighboring community will suffer.
I agree. We need to do something. Maybe report it to the authorities? But I'm afraid of a backlash.
What if we call the regulators and community reps for a direct direction? If we are honest now, maybe we can still fix this because I have the real truthful EAIA chart and its report right here.
Come in.
Hi, Miss Siti. Miss Siti, sorry to bother you. I'm here representing the residents. Ever since the project was announced, many children started coughing and our tap water smells strange.
Mr. Tan, we are currently reviewing the EIA report. Recently, we also received internal complaint saying that the data might have been altered.
I really hope your side investigates truly. If is it true, the report is false, don't let the project continue. We, the nearby residents, will be the one who suffer.
I understand, Mr. Tan. We will take this seriously. I suggest we arrange an open dialogue with the company's representatives.
Hello everyone, I have received a complaint about your company. Today, we have Mr. Tan to join our meeting.
Guys, legally speaking, if there is any indication that this material has been fabricated, I am unable to proceed with providing approval. The DOE requirements are clear as day. It is my duty as someone in a position of authority to make sure that the information and supporting paperwork supplied are true and accurate. I would be breaking established procedures and running the risk of facing harsh legal repercussion if I decided to ignore these worries and proceed still. Furthermore, I would be responsible for any moral fallout from my own choice.
Committee, Mr. Lim, my children go to school near this plant, and you are telling me that this data is fake? You let this go through for what? Profit? Prestige? People will fall sick, and you will say we followed orders. Unacceptable.
We didn't plan this deceit mailing. We were pushed. Everyone here has faced the threat of losing their careers. This is not black and white. I made choices I regret, but I didn't know the community would be this at risk.
That is the real problem. We tend to rationalize harm as long as we cannot ever see it happen right in front of us. So just because the pollution is not visible does not mean it is not dangerous. As engineers, we have a responsibility not just to design system and solve the problem, but to protect people and the planet. Our job is to prevent harm before it happens, not wait until there is this disaster to act. Turning blind eye now could cause leave later. We have to do better.
Can we revise the report? Quietly make corrections and resubmit before this goes public. A clean fix with no noise.
No more hiding. You had your chance to act ethically. Now you want silence and quiet fixes. The residents deserve transparency, not a footnote in a revised document. The Whistleblower Protection Act 2010 exists for a reason, to protect people who speak up when others say silent. If none of you step up, I will. Let's be honest, we feel cheated. It's not about money, it's about our lives. My own child had a fever for 2 weeks. Under the Environment Quality Act 1974, the public had the right to clean air and safe water. If this law is ignored, we become the victim of pollution caused by someone else covered up.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Tan. As an engineer, I feel guilty. Yes, there was data that was excluded from the original report.
I apologize as well. We were pressured to adjust the data. But now I realize our true responsibility is public safety.
I also admit my mistake. I suggest we submit a revised report. This time with a real and honest data.
As a government officer, I will also reopen the investigation. This project can only proceed if it follows all standards, including community monitoring. I will also reopen the EIA review using powers under the Environmental Quality Act 1974. If proven falsified, the project license can be revoked.
In that case, we request transparent monitoring. Public reports every 3 months. If there are abnormal emissions, the project must stop.
I agree. I will personally lead an independent internal audit for each phase.
If we are serious about restoring our credibility and rebuilding trust, both internally and with external stakeholders, we must address this issue through formal and public measures. Ignoring or downplaying the issue will only harm our standing and jeopardize any upcoming attempts at accountability. I'm ready to start a thorough audit to look into and make sense of this situation. But I can't do this by myself. I need a complete and unedited data as well as the full participation of every relevant party. We can only start to mend the harm by being completely transparent.
I agree. I propose forming an internal review committee. We revisit the models, include real-time emission simulation, and add mitigation technologies. That way, we take ownership and show reform.
There is no more middle ground. The original report is not just flawed, it is unethical. So hiding or minimizing the truth, especially when life and the environment are at stake, is not a mistake. It is a betrayal, you know. So as an engineer, we owe the public honesty and transparency. So anything less than full disclosure means we are choosing silence over responsibility, and that is something we simply cannot afford.
Then what's the point of negotiating if you all blow the whistle now? We'll be industry pariahs.
Better pariah with clean hands than silent collaborators.
Okay, let's organize this. Will you be willing to give a written testimony regarding the differences, Rajan? We will require internal memos, emails, and maybe some documentation.
Yes, I have got the draft models and the preliminary emission dataset. I will share and shows everything with you. No filter, no edits. If we are going to fit this, we need to be fully transparent and work with the real numbers, no matter how uncomfortable they are.
I will review assessment for my department. If they were manipulated, I will revalidate them. We can compare against the original assumptions.
The client needs to hear from us. I'll arrange a meeting and present a case for voluntary withdrawal of the EIA until we can correct the data. Is it okay?
Yes.
And I will notify community members. They have trusted me to represent them. They need to know we are not sweeping this under the rug.
Okay, good. I'll prepare a timeline for investigation and initiate an emergency review panel. Remember, everyone will need to provide input.
Alright. So that's all from us. So what we learned today? Today, I learned being an engineer is not just about following orders, and we must be brave, even if it means going against the flow. Second one, what I learned today, I know my action breached the NDA, which is but the under whistleblower protection at 2010. I am protected for reporting misconduct in interest of public safety.
Okay, sometimes we think we are protecting the company, but in reality, we neglecting the public safety, and that's wrong, guys.
Because clients can change, but our principles and ethics must stay. Don't sell integrity just for a contract, please.
Well, I hope that all engineers understand we're not the enemy. We're here to protect the people and the environment.
We, the community, just want to live a healthier place. So, when engineers and public work together, we can live in a safer place. So, I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
I cannot take if anymore. Hey, gelah! I cannot take this anymore. We know
As well as the full participation of every relevant party.
Buat muka marah.
Fear of a backlash. Dia macam tersasa sikit.
Including community monitoring.
But I got you another fight, yeah. The apple bottom make 'em wanna bite, yeah. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. Hold up, if you don't know, now you know. If you broke,
Put your hands up, feel the beat up. DJ Janelle Segano Remix.
Shake my show my thong, do my thing. Ain't nothing wrong, ain't nothing wrong. Go girl, go girl, go girl, go girl, go girl, go girl. Dum 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 diddy dum dum. My time's now. The city I'm from is